Another feature of the group by is the ability to include all of the group by categories whether or not there's any data. Let me go ahead and show you that group by all capability. You can think of this as similar to a left outer join, where we're going to be able to see every year. We're grouping by the year of the sales date. So the group by will include every year regardless of any data present for that year. Think of it as a left outer join between all of the years and the data. Now there's a few 2005 rows in the database. So just to restrict those out so we can see 2005 without any data, I've added the where clause here so we see only the 2006, similar to the query just a few moments ago. Execute the group by all, and sure enough, here's 2005 without any actual data, a zero count and all nulls. Another problem when working with aggregate queries is that it's difficult to nest aggregate queries. For example, if we want to answer the question of which category sold the most in each quarter, that requires a nested aggregate. It takes one aggregate to simply calculate the sum of how much was sold by each category in each quarter, and it takes another query to determine which one is the max sum from each one of those quarters. And at first blush, you might think that this query here is the perfect way to do it. Certainly makes sense to me, because here we're coming up with a sum, and then we're saying just give me the max of that sum as the max sum. This makes perfect logical sense to me. But gives us that red line of error. Can't perform an aggregate function on an expression containing an aggregate function or a subquery. So what's the workaround for this? Definitely a bizarre looking query. And this is the one that I was telling you about that's just out there. So this query uses some nested queries as derived tables. And the basic strategy here is the first set of queries simply finds the max sum per year per quarter. And the key here is we're finding just the max sum without worrying about which category it's coming from. The second query being joined to it at the bottom finds the amount for each category for each quarter. And then we actually join those amounts together so we can report back and say this is the category that received the most per quarter. And this is the solution for nested aggregate queries.